Magmula po nung bina ng Presidente, laki ng binagsak po ng mga nare-receive natin mga text scams. So, the answer is yes, ma'am.
With Committee Chair kay Congressman Dan Fernandez, sir, I just want to ask also, since mamaya po magkakonduct ng inspection sa warehouse sa Empire 999 sa Mexico, paano po ang connection ng illegal drugs sa Pogos at ano po yung natuklasan po ninyo being the committee chair?
That started with dangerous drugs kay Congressman Chairman Ace Barbers. Yung Empire 999 na established doon, yung 3.6 billion na nakuha ng PIDEA. At under the chairmanship of Chairman Paduano, na-establish that si Eddie Yang, yung incorporator doon, is related, no? Pag titingnan mo yung mga susunod na korporasyon, nakarelate doon kay Michael Yang. So si Michael Yang naman, doon sa investigasyon ng aking committee, we found out from the AMLAC, no, that yung kapatid niya ni Michael Yang, si Hong Jiang Yang, ay connected doon naman sa mga korporasyon nila Eddie Yang, nila Nono Lin, nila Wen Xiang Lin. So, basically, makikita mo yung 10 korporasyon or mga 6 or 7 corporations, interconnected sila, nag-i-intertwine sila. And that's the reason why we need to dig deeper on the possibility that these POGOs have also drug-related industry. Kaya yun yung aming papasukin at iimbestigahan. Si Chairman Ace Barbers.
Yun, nasabi naman ni Chairman Dan Fernandez na there could be a direct link, no, nitong mga pogong ito doon sa mga sindikato ng drugs. It seems that the drug lords or the drug syndicate, no, launders their money through these pogos. Bakit natin nasabi yon? Kasi merong mga corporations that are registered where the incorporators of these corporations are the same incorporators of the owner of a warehouse na merong nakitang drugs. Meaning, yung Empire 999 na nagmamayari ng droga doon sa Mexico, Pampanga, eh may mga kasosyo sa mga korporasyon na kung saan ay parehas sila ng mga incorporators. So yung interlocking incorporators is our link na maaaring involve ang mga pogong ito direkta kay Michael Yang through his brother na nagre-remit yata ng pera doon sa pogo sa Banban, Tarlac. Ako personally, I strongly believe that there's a criminal organization operating in the country. So, which involves illegal pogos, scam hubs, drug syndicates, EJKs, and all this. Magkakasama po yan.
Dagdagan ko lang kasi na-establish na to eh. Yung 29 billion na pondo na umikot sa account ni Alice Go, sa 36 accounts niya, isa sa mga pinasukan ng pera ni Alice Go ay si Ho Jiang Yang. 3.3 billion ang umikot na account between the brother of Michael Yang and Alice Go. Established siya ng AMLAC at merong nakapile na case sa Court of Appeals. I forgot the GR number, but we have seen there yung pera na umikot ni Alice Go at ni Hong Jiang Yang.
Yes, we are in the process of studying what provisions we can amend, no, in the existing SIM card Registration Act. Kasi nakita natin na medyo maluwag pa rin yung pag-implement. No? Halimbawa, in this particular Pogo Hub, nakita po ang paok ng 50,000 pieces ng SIM card. No? So ang tanong natin sa mga telcos, hindi ba nakalagay sa batas na kapag ikaw ay bumili ng isang SIM card, registered kung sino yung may-ari? So in this case, dahil bulk yung pagbibenta, siguro yun ang dapat natin i-address. And probably we can look into the law and study it on which part of the law we should be strict about and amend it eventually.
Okay, so meron kaming hearing sa Wednesday, yung continuation ng Pogo investigation. But a while ago, the speaker merong sinasabi sa amin that we have to consolidate yung ating po mga committees that will handle the totality. No? Kasi there are those that not within the purview of my committee, like dangerous drugs, yung mga human rights violation, hindi ko handle yon eh.
With the directive of the Speaker, we are now inventorying all the properties which was purchased by Chinese National. Well, in fact, we are also in coordination with UGO, just 2 months ago pa, with regards to all those properties. And as of now, we're making possible legal remedies in coordination with AMLA. So that all those properties, kung pwede naman po, may balik sa gobyerno. And in relation to what Chairman Dan and Chairman Barberson said, ito kasi interrelated eh. Public accounts, public order, and drugs din. Kasi, ang concern namin of course is all the transactions been made. No? Na ito ngayon, sabi nga ni Chairman Dan Barbers kanina, parang parang labahan to eh. No? And unfortunately, ang problema natin, some of the government officials and local governments is involved in this particular activities, illegal activities. That's why, of course, with the directive of the Speaker, dahil interrelated lahat to, so kailangan talaga to yung investigation, buuin na po, para mabuo na, para yung investigation sa committee ko, kay Chairman Dan, Public Order, and kay Chairman Dan Barbers, mabuo na po namin. And that includes also yung Committee on Human Rights, si Chairman Navarro.
Na-establish nyo na po ba sa hearing sir, na-establish nyo na po ba sa hearing ninyo kung sino yung link sa gobyerno kaya natulugan ng mga foreign nationals yung mga operation ng PAO, especially dun sa Bamban? Kung sino yung link? Na-establish na po ba yun sa House?
Oh yes, oo. Yung link natin dun sa Banban, it turned out na there's somebody who called, para malaman ng mga taga-Banban, nila Alice Go, supposedly 1,500 yung ma-apprehend doon eh. Pero it turned out, naging 300 na lang. Because may tumawag. Doon sa hearing namin, well, basically, yung link doon, andun ang CIDG. Okay? Andun ang PAOK-TF na mag-conduct ng kanilang operation. And of course, ang PAOK-TF, under sa batas, pero siyang interagency para nabubuuin para mag-conduct sila ng kanilang operation. Because PAOK-TF have only 42 personnel. So, hindi nila kaya yung ganung kalaking operasyon. So, they coordinate. Fortunately, ang kanilang operation, twice operation in February 1 and I think June 3, if I'm not mistaken, yung second operation, naging successful yung operation pero hindi completely because yung na-apprehend nila nabawasan because of that tip. No? So, alam mo, itong pinaglalaban ng ating Pangulo at the Speaker, napakalalim eh. We all believe here na hindi lamang yung mga criminal elements at mga drugs ang involved dito. There is a much higher objective on this purpose. At yung mga elemento ng droga, elemento ng pagbili ng mga properties, at yung mga uniform na nakikita dito sa Pora, and also yung mga Coast Guard na mayroong mga generals sa volunteers, it all boils down to something. And yun ang i-establish namin sa susunod.
Nasa CIDG ang link, sir?
Well, basically, we are gearing toward on finding out. Kasi after the complete and successful operation, they were relieved. All those officers and men na nagkaroon ng successful operation, they relieved twice. And that makes us wonder why. Kaya nga, ang sabi namin sa mga members and report namin kay Speaker, medyo magduda. But of course, yung actual na tawag noong mga opisyal, doon kila Alice ko, hindi natin establish yun. Because we don't have the access for that communication. But nevertheless, somehow, yung mga action speaks louder.
Sino yung tumawag, sir? Sino yung tumawag?
Tumawag sa?
Kay Mayor Alice.
Yun, hindi pa namin na-establish yung tawag ng mga nasa ating side ng government to those people. Hindi namin na-establish yun. But what we have established that after the successful operation, tinanggal nung lahat ng mga nagkaroon ng successful operation, yung mga opisyal, si Colonel Alejandro, si Colonel Buyakaw, lahat sila natanggal. Nalipat sila ng mga ng kanilang assignments.